Hello, I'm Andrew from the Chamberlain Group, LiftMaster division, and I'm happy to be here today with the guys from PureTech, and we're going to present to you a selection of our operators from our residential and light commercial range. So I'm going to run through now the gate operator in running mode. We're using a single leaf setup as a demonstration. It could also be in a twin arm setup. So I'm just going to activate the gate with one of the remote controls that comes in the kit, which is pre-coded for you. Give it a quick press, gate starts to open. You see it's nice and smooth, nice and steady. This particular setup now is to open the gate to 90-degree position. We have some adjustable stops on the underneath of the arm and using some settings in the control board. We can actually increase that opening angle to 120 degrees if we mount the bracket in accordance with the geometry that's required. See, the gate comes round to fully open position and stops. We've set this control on an auto close timer for about 15 seconds. So the gate will then start to close automatically. Nice and smooth going back in the opposite direction. And eventually when it comes round, gate will stop and switch off. Just let the gate run through. It'll start to slow down just before it reaches the end and come up against its stop position nice and smoothly. Okay, so now I'd like to explain how you go through the programming procedure of the control board, which is called our CB324EV. I'm just going to demonstrate using the programming buttons, which you see here in the middle of the control board, just below the LED display. Now, the LED itself will tell us the position of the gate. The left-hand side LED showing bottom corner means single gate in closed position. And we have a single gate motor arm setup, and it is currently in its closed position. When we enter into the programming mode, you'll see some LED function on the display, which is telling us the position and the movement of the gate itself. So we'll just enter the control board menu by pressing the P button here for 5 seconds, and we'll see appear on the screen an AP mode. This means application, so you're now in the learn mode procedure. And we need to navigate through to the settings to tell us that the gate is going to go in an open direction towards the property to open first, and then we're going to go into the learn program to teach it to travel to that position and back again. So we use the plus to navigate. We have a D1, and in a D1 mode it means going in the open direction towards the property. We're happy with the D1 selection. We press L1 again, and we'll have learn limits, LL learn limits, the distance of travel that we want the gate to go to. Now we press the plus and minus buttons together at the same time, goes into a learn mode. We hold until the gate moves. It first goes in a closed direction, then it will come fully open by itself, steady and slow, because it's now learning the distance plus the speed and the force that it needs. So it will now travel nice and steadily to the fully open position, remembering that that open point is determined by your stops that you've adjusted on the thread on the underside of the motor arm. Comes round to its position, stops, it'll register, and then it will automatically close. Now it's learning the same parameters going back in the opposite direction. Once it comes back to the fully end position, again it will stop, register, and it will complete. And the indicator on the control board should again tell us now that the gate is single arm, fully closed position. So our little LED at the bottom will be highlighted.